Good evening. Tonight, 8 News Now is investigating and looking into more of the trial that we've been following for days, visiting the exact spot where this iconic picture of rap icon Tupac Shakur was taken. James Schaefer has an exclusive interview with the man behind the lens. But first, gang wars and record labels right at the center of testimony today in that trial. And today, jurors heard the voice of the man accused.
8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy at the Regional Justice Center, where much of this afternoon was spent listening to a confession by Duane Keffe D Davis.
Prosecutors playing a lengthy recording of Duane Keffe D Davis admitting to playing a role in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, this is a 2008 conversation with LAPD while they were investigating the murder of Christopher Wallace, also known as Biggie Smalls. He was killed in LA just months after Shakur's murder in Las Vegas in 1996. Now, Davis is no longer a suspect in the Biggie Smalls murder, according to a retired detective who testified Wednesday, but Davis admitted to a role in the drive-by shooting which took the life of Shakur, and he claimed Sean Diddy Combs played a role in it.
When you're out in New York, is that when you meet Puff out there?
Not doing that. I met him, he gave a party at some little club down Santa Monica, Paradise.
On 24, was Paradise 24 used to be?
Yeah, it was Paradise, yeah, on Santa Monica, Rudolph Highland.
Yeah.
That's where I first met you.
That's okay, Keith. We're going to try to keep this in order, so we'll get to that part.
Okay.
LAPD tried investigating whether Combs played a role but appeared to hit dead ends. Combs has never been charged in connection with Shakur's murder. Day 4 of this trial here Thursday began with a witness, Devontae Lee, who was a Southside Crip who did not want to be here. He was forced to by court order. He admitted to working with the DEA as they investigated Davis, and he talked about the feud between Death Row Records and Bad Boy Records in the 90s.
And was there a particular gang that people in Bad Boy were worried about?
Yeah, they was worried about Death Row.
Lee also testified that Davis was known as a hustler, high-level moneymaker from drug dealing. Court continues Friday. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
The interview prosecutors played in court Thursday is one of several times Davis admitted to his role in Tupac's murder, and the jury will likely hear yet one more police interview where Davis confessed to calling the shots that night back in 1996. Davis telling our own Vanessa Murphy in an exclusive jailhouse interview that he wasn't in Las Vegas that night before the trial. A judge ruled the jury could hear about Davis's autobiography, in which he details the events of that night after a Mike Tyson fight at the MGM.